I will now explain Pender's health promotion model components and concepts. The first is individual characteristics and experiences. This is further broken into two variables, prior related behavior and personal factors. Prior related behavior is described as a direct or indirect correlation to engaging in health promoting behavior. Direct effect of past behavior on current health promoting behavior may be due to habit formation, predisposing one to engage in the behavior automatically with little attention to specific details. This meaning that someone's action for the future could be correlated to what they've done in the past. Pender also says a nurse can help the client shape a positive behavioral history for the future by focusing on the benefits of the behavior, teaching clients how to overcome hurdles to carrying out the behavior, and engendering high levels of efficacy and positive effect through successful performance, experience, and positive feedback. The second variable to individual characteristics and experiences is personal factors. This is broken into three different parts: biologic, psychological, and sociocultural. Biologic is anything having to do with the person. So the person's BMI, age, menopausal status, strength, agility, or balance. Psychological is anything with the mind. So the person's self-esteem, self-motivation, and perceived health status. Sociocultural is examples such as race, ethnicity, acculturation, education, or the socioeconomic status of the person. The second concept in the model is a behavior-specific cognitions and effect. Considering the critical core of the model, because they are subject to modification through nursing actions. The perceived benefits of action is the first part to this, and that has to do with a particular behavioral that will hinge on the proposed benefits and will directly affect motivation and commitment toward behavior. The second part is perceived barriers to the action. So that could be a person's unavailability, inconvenience, expense, difficulty, the time-consuming nature of the behavior, and these are viewed as hurdles to goal achievement and will cause avoidance of the behavior. Perceived self-efficacy is a judgment of one's ability to accomplish a certain level of performance per Pender. The next is activity-related effect, and this consists of three components. That's emotional arousal to the act itself, which is act-related, the self-acting, which is also self-related, or the environment in which the action takes place, which is context-related. Next is interpersonal influences, and these are factors such as family or peer support that affect one's performance level. Lastly is the situational influences, and this has to do with the person's situation and the environment that can make them feel safe, competent, and related, and if they don't feel that way, then they'll avoid the behavior as well. And this, if they have a good situational influence, will cause them to be more motivated to achievement. The next concept is a commitment to a plan of action, and this initiates the actual event. Next is the immediate competing demands and preferences. This is the one thing that can deter people from a commitment to a plan of action. So examples of this would be work or family responsibilities that are deterring them from a health promoting behavior. And the failure to respond to a demand may have untoward effects for the self or for significant others. Lastly is the behavioral outcome, and the goal of this would be the health promoting behavior. So that's the endpoint of Pender's health promotion model, and it's geared toward attaining positive health outcomes for the client and improving overall health and quality of life.